lawyer. I'm
Okay.
picking you out.
Nice,
Because
nice.
you understand the concept that the IP address has the location tower embedded in it. So if I brought in Verizon experts,
Yeah.
Department of Defense experts, they all agreed and say yes, the IP address is a definitive way to put somebody at a certain location. So that's not the issue. The issue is it enough
Hmm.
since he's at Trump Tower, breaking probation and everything,
Yeah.
to
That's
impeach
gnarly.
Donald Trump?
That's so gnarly. I mean, I think that you would have to have like. So let me just get this straight. So it's from Jeffrey E.
Yep.
himself, and it's an email trace on the email that he was sending it from Trump Tower in New
He was
York.
Yeah. So what happens is he's talking to Linda Stone,
Mm-hmm.
who is the chief financial lawyer for Goldman Sachs, Chase Manhattan Bank, your Federal Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And she's asking him where he's at. And he responds by saying Trump Tower. And it doesn't matter if you're the sender or the receiver, the both locations towers are in each individual IP address.
Mm.
So what happens is they tell you, Greg, is that since this is evidence from the subcommittee, they don't show you the IP addresses because they're in a JPEG format, because that's the standard legal evidence format, which excludes the IP addresses. So you have to subpoena for the PDF file that would include the IP addresses. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I think it would come down to, yeah, like impeachment, like you were saying. I don't know. I mean, it's whether or not the Senate, you would be able to,
Well, no, it's a court. This is a court. It has nothing to do with the Senate or nothing. I already beat the Senate. They're all scumbags. 70% of your House representatives and 65 of your senators. So it's 262 House representatives and 65 of your senators all receive direct payments from the Chase Committee PAC. So it's into a jury's hands now when it comes to the end game of this. So 12 people just like yourself are going to sit in a room, and the only real clear cut evidence that is going to be placed in front of you is Trump's own admission out of his own mouth that he caught him stealing girls in 2007. He's a pedophile. He says he's a pedophile. We caught him stealing girls out of Mar-a-Lago, taking him to the island. We kicked him out. He's a dirtbag. So then why is 2016 he's standing in your building celebrating with you? Is that going to be enough to impeach him?
I don't think so.
Well, guys
No,
like you, Greg, impeach him over that.
I don't think so. But I think it's
Even
just.
with all the evidence now, the pictures coming out with
I mean, I don't
all
think
that
that you ever get. I
circumstantial
don't think that
evidence.
you ever get the because in order to impeach him, you have to have the Senate. You have to have the Senate. The
No, you
60.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, Greg.
What do you
That's
mean?
a legality. So what happens is his co-defendant is Chase Manhattan Bank, and Greg, I'm beating him up so much that's why they took all your gold to Singapore, because I'm about to put 100 trillion on him, and this is going
Okay.
to be for, this is real important, and so to me, Greg, um, that's the bottom line is that it's a campaign finance case at this point, and you have Jeffrey Epstein's sphere of influence through his human trafficking on Chase Manhattan Bank, using that to help get Trump elected, and also
Okay, so it's a state
concealing the
case.
fact
Gotcha. So it's a New York State case that you're bringing.
it's a federal case. Yeah, this is a federal case. So I mean,
I mean,
but
but
the bottom line is that does the IP address that puts Jeffrey Epstein in Trump Tower in 2016 enough to impeach him?
I mean, I think I don't understand why even if the federal case, even with the federal, I don't understand the Constitution and the way that what you're talking about that you could just bring a case against someone even he's already a felon.
No, well, okay. So if you want the about to say this bad Korea because that seems like what you're kind of focused on that a little bit.
Well,
So what
I
happened
because
was he was
the point
blaming
is
it on
the
East
point
Coast.
is man, I don't think that he's gonna. I don't think this said the Republicans are gonna convict him no matter what. I don't think that you could even have him there. I don't think that you could have a picture of Jeffrey E. there with Trump. You know everything. I don't think that they would. They don't think that they would do it.
Well, it's a jury pool. It's not the party anymore. This is like out of Congress's hands. This is going to be 12 normal people just like me and you that are going to decide the fate of the government. And that's why I'm asking, that's
Sorry,
why I
man. You
came
got
here to talk
flagged.
to you.
You got flagged. I don't know why. Sorry, bud.
Sorry about that, man. But
It's okay. Okay. God, why does everyone get flagged as misinformation? It's insane. I love the TikTok shop. I love the TikTok shop. I love you in the TikTok shop. I don't understand what he was saying. Oh yeah, Kimchi. Yo, that was a good job. Good job, Kimchi. Love you. Good job getting your mom get vaccinated. Yeah, hi Ducray. All right, guys. We got 4 vaccines, 1175. All right, guys. Every single shot, every single time. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good job. Nice, Kimchi. That's awesome. Proud of you. Good job. I'm trying to go 4K with everyone. Everyone was saying, Kate, good job. Nice. 3. And this is old school. We got a flood of vaccines to start the show. 3, 2, 1. Let's celebrate Kate. Nice, guys. Nice. Yeah, dude, I don't understand how. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, I don't think anything. The problem is that I don't think that you could get a federal case to be charged against the president, even though you should. I still think. I mean, that whole thing, that like justice memo thing that said that you can't charge a sitting president. I mean, that's just out the window now. Nobody should care about that. You should be able to charge him. It's not even in the Constitution, so of course you can. It's just some random memo, some email that's like stopping that. So I think like in theory you could be able to do that, but firing my docs back. What's up, dude? Dude, he's here all the time. Fired my doc is here all the time. So crazy. Yeah, Ace. That's like the modern Roberts justification, right? That's the whole idea. I did for 3 days, Brendan. Thanks for asking. I got here for 3 days, and I got banned earlier. I mean, I got restricted earlier in my stream. So we were just starting to talk about like what was going on, and I got the hammer. No, no, I didn't. There was no appeal. I did. Yeah, I did. I do turn it on. Yeah. I hear you, Ace. It's crazy. I was just talking about the state of the world with Fuentes and stuff like that, man. Yeah, Hazel, I do. Yeah, and it's in my profile, so you can like tag them. I was going live on that one in the last 3 days, so if you didn't see me going live, then I have two backups now. I turned off all. I up pixelated my. I turned up the resolution in my camera. Yeah, Bad Bears. I don't know, man. That's exactly. Oh, yeah. Okay, Ace. At least it's not me. It's insane, man. Bad Bears. I don't know, man. That's a good question. That's the $1 million question. I think you have to take control of the algorithm somehow. Either like open it up entirely and so you can actually like make fun of these anti-vaxxers and you don't coddle them, because like right now it's like the worst of both worlds, right? The anti-vaxxers are coddled because you can't actually like engage with them, and scientists um get taken out when you're trying to combat misinformation, or or you somehow allow and create an AI that is capable of differentiating the two. That's the big thing. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we have. I don't know if we will. That's the problem. At least now I have the backup account, so that's good. I got that one going. Did you get all the fun things? What do you mean? The third one isn't capable of going live. I don't have 100 followers yet. And then the first backup, I can't join lives or go live with it on my studio account. I don't know why. So I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah, so I tried that, Ducray, on my first backup. I tried to go live 3 days in a row for 30 minutes each to unlock the studio, like this on my computer. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do that, and I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I met all the requirements. Um, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's very annoying. Yeah, I don't get it. Probably is a time thing, I guess. I don't know. I'm going back to low resolution, guys. I don't know why. Oh, I think that's better. I have read. I've tried reading the rules. Yes, yes. Oh, really? I'm not surprised. I mean, but it's like ridiculous, but I'm not surprised. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing that we always had. Just my PhD microscopy photos, and that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. These are my microscopy photos. So this one right here is just chlorophyll autofluorescence with the algae, and then this right here is the dye DNA that's coated on the carbon nanotubes. So then the idea is when these overlap with these, then we know that the DNA and the dye have intercalated and like overlapping. They're in the same spot. So that's what this is. So these are like there's little white spots, and we kind of like know that that's when the dye has actually gotten into the chloroplast. Oh, thanks, Ace. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with like my desktop and my computer is way better. I mean, I'd much rather do it um, because I like to watch videos or have something like that rather than just like talking to my phone. That was wild. I can't believe people do that.
Just to make sure, you're the science, like you have a degree in science and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Just making sure it wasn't backwards. I just want to I'm going to ask this question and take it off air.
Sure.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, how screwed is American healthcare in like if we were to have like an outbreak or something very serious happen here in America, like just how fucked are we? Like from a standpoint of someone who works in this field, that's what I'd really like to know.
I think like long term, man. I think we have a really oh nice, Delaney. I think so. I'm a PhD scientist. I'm not a physician, but I would say that we're pretty strongly in the firm pandemic response. We're not prepared at all. We're not even remotely capable of having it. We've basically fired everyone that does that stuff, and we're not really prepared. Uh, I mean, if it happened again, I mean, I don't think that we've learned the lessons of the last pandemic. I think that's the biggest fault is that like we haven't done the work and the due diligence to actually do like a posthumous analysis and kind of like see where we have like where we could have improved, and we did so badly before. So I think that we would just repeat a lot of the same mistakes, and that's where the problems would lie. Vaccine technology wise, um, we have better tools now. The mRNA vaccine is like better, but I mean they're not investing into it, so it's tough. Yeah, yeah, Catherine. I think it has gotten worse, but I'm just saying that like we would repeat the same mistakes. So it would I mean we already are 200. We're the worst developed nation in the world. I don't think you can't get any worse than that. So it's already we already are that bad. What if a couple break because of cheating? The cheated keep blocking and blocking you after cheating. Damn, dude, it's deep. It's very deep. Yeah, we are in several outbreaks. Sure, Heather, I agree with that. I mean, you have like you have SARS-CoV-2 still now a pandemic. You have HIV still in the pandemic. You have like multiple outbreaks happening right now. Yeah, you would. You would. Would you be safer 5 feet apart or 1 foot apart? Which one would you be safer from? Like obviously 5 feet. Let's let's unpack why measles causes immune naivete. I think it attacks the T cells and the B cells, right? Right? I think that's the mechanism. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Jude? Nice, Jason. It's a good time to get it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry, guys. I guess I just want to be a boring React streamer tonight, but I'm down. I'm down. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. A little React streaming, chilling, watching some. Jon Stewart. I'm not a big fan of Jon Stewart since he made those lab leak jokes. I feel like he really denigrated and caused a lot of harm with that. But, man, imperfect ally is better than an enemy, I guess. So it is what it is. Yeah, measles mortality. Yeah, the more you have measles, the more the mortality is going to increase on other diseases, right? It's very bad. Would not recommend. Would not recommend.
over 60 years old who are taking a little bit of a break. But we will be back then. And when we come back, publishing on Wednesdays instead of Thursdays, which I know will make a wrap-up type thing. We're going to how for the future. That's how we are. Ladies and gentlemen, what would a year-end wrap-up be without two media moguls? Moguls, that's right. You heard me, moguls. Wow. I don't throw that word around lightly. I mean it in the sincerest form. Jon Favreau, founder of Crooked Media and host of Pod Save America, and Tim Miller, host of the Bulwark podcast. Gentlemen, welcome.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for taking time from your media empires.
Yeah, it's upstairs in my house.
Dude, the Bulwark is like just exploded. It is incredible. They're like everywhere, man. I tried to trying to join them. They have a MT. What's up, dude? One of the people that runs the managing editor of the Bulwark has a media company. So I've been trying to get on there. So, and they have like media training and stuff. So I've been trying to latch on. I emailed and reached out, but I got nothing. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying out here.
My kids' room is right over there.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
That's the beauty of podcasting. Favreau, by the way, mentioned this earlier. He has to, let me talk about what a sucker this motherfucker is. He has to get in a car and drive to some place of business.
In LA, no less.
Where he breathes shared air.
with others.
Well,
From-
it's a progressive outlet, so there are a couple masked. A couple of these people are.
Oh,
wearing masks.
there's always two.
Yeah.
There's always two, and you always say, "Oh, are you sick?" And they go, "I don't want to talk." And then you have to move along, gentlemen. As
Nothing
a
wrong
year
with
end
that.
in review, let me ask you this: we shall begin with this. I think it's the question of the era. How many years has this year been? Tim,
This
you
has
go
to be the worst year of my life, guys. Easily the worst year. I mean, it's just like unbelievable how bad this year has been. I can't even. It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. Nice. Yeah.
I who could say? I don't know. Like on the one hand, I'm like, how is it Christmas? I haven't bought a single present yet. And on the other hand, I feel like every day is a lifetime. And so I don't have a great answer to that, but it's been a slog. I'll tell you that. It's been a slog.
It is a slog. Favreau, how you holding up?
I'm holding up okay. It's been a
Damn.
long year, but it's also been like a long decade. I'm really
True.
feeling the
True.
fact that we've been dealing
10 years of Trump, bro. 10 years of this nonsense, of this, God, this circus show that just will not go away. It is so frustrating. Even the benefits and the huge breakthroughs we made through the Biden administration was just all ripped away, too. It's just unbelievable. I don't know. It's really, really annoying. We're definitely in the wrong simulation.
with this in some form or fashion since 2015 now, and it sort of
Yeah,
feels
it
like
sucks.
that's the only life I know. So
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't want to say this. I'm 24.
Really?
Look what this has done to me. Look at this.
you look great.
I look like I sleep in a meat dehydrator, for God's sakes. The fuck?
This is what I've got the Kerry Lake Vaseline.
Dude, I'm sick. I'm sick, guys. I'm sick, so I'm chilling. We're just chilling. I don't have anything on the docket, guys. I don't know. I was just gonna chill, watch this, hang out for the first time in 3 days with you guys, doing this, and then go to bed. So I didn't have anything. I'm just low energy right now, guys. Sorry. I don't think so. I don't think I haven't done it. I don't have a test. I haven't had a test yet. So I'll have to take a test. I got a birthday party I got to go to tomorrow. So I got to check.
Lean on the lens thing
Oh,
to try to help me.
I
Yeah.
should smooth that and get some good diffusion that's going on in here. As people, so it is the inevitable contradiction. So the rise of your media empires coincides with the sort of attention economy that is occurring. Is it symbiotic
Yeah.
at this point? You know, people used to say to me during, the
course.
Bush years, I think Larry King said this to me once. George Bush.
Yeah, I mean, Jon Stewart is popular because of George W. Bush. Like, Pod Save America was made because of Trump won. Bulwark was popularized because of the end of the Biden administration and going into Trump 2. All the disaffected Republicans that were like, I can't believe that we're doing this again. What is going on? I mean, all three of these guys are all have their jobs because of Republican presidencies. Okay, that's fine.
Gets reelected. That good for you? You hoping for that? And I was like, no, I have children, Larry. How do you separate sort of your professional engagement and success from that feeling of it is you're having to wade through a turd mine to get there?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Imagine,
Um,
imagine succeeding professionally in the world of Trump, guys. Imagine that. Must be nice. Must be nice for him not to be coming after your profession personally. That would be great. Or being deported, or being in any other, like, not being impacted by this stuff. I mean, it's just crazy, dude.
We're catching Favreau on a reflective day.
Deep Catholic guilt for
Deep
me.
Catholic-
We're having a reflective day with Favreau.
I mean, look, if Donald Trump exited the scene tomorrow and our politics returned to some semblance of normalcy, which probably hasn't been normal in my whole life, but some semblance of normalcy,
The 90s.
and our audience went away, like, I would take that trade easily any day over continuing this shitstorm that we've been in for a decade. So that's that. I think what has propelled me this year more than anything else is just sort of a rage at
Tim is nodding, by the way. When you said
yeah.
what has propelled me is a rage, I just saw a glint of recognition.
I'm usually like the hopeful guy, and I still have some hope, but I'm so fucking angry that we're here and that we're dealing with this, and that it's been as bad or worse than we imagined in 2024 and before Donald Trump coming back.
Tim, on the emotion wheel, where are you at with that? A similar kind of rage v optimism
A deep abiding rage.
I was full of rage in like 2024 going into the election, and how normal everyone was taking it. That's what I am like past rage. I'm like post rage. Yeah, sure, maybe eventually. Like, I'm like post rage. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy for me to be like still like all this stuff was foreseeable. It's happening. Like in the elections, I was like doing everything I can. I was calling. I drove to Nevada. A 12-hour drive with my kids, all four of my kids. Went door to door with all four of my kids in the car. Reached 200 Nevada voters. I was in San Diego. It was a 12-hour drive. We left on Friday after I picked them up from school, and then we left on Sunday night, and they slept in the car. This is true. We left on Friday night. Hey, Efon. I left Friday night in the car, drove to Mammoth Lakes on Saturday, and then Saturday we went to the pool and we did like some fun stuff there, and then Saturday we drove all the way to Nevada. So then Sunday all day we canvassed, and I was supposed to only do like 2 shifts or something, but I did all of them. And then we didn't leave until 5 o'clock, and it's a 12-hour drive, and they had school in the morning. So we got home at like 6 a.m. We got home, did baths, got them ready for school, and they just slept the entire way down. And then right back to school. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, this isn't crazy at all. Trump could actually be president again. And after all the insane stuff that he said, and he wants to go on a retribution tour, like, how is everyone else not doing stuff like this? That was my thing. I honestly, I still don't get how everyone was kind of taking it as a normal election. There wasn't even that high of a Democratic turnout. That's what really blows my mind. Like, there wasn't even a big turnout election. I will never in my life ever understand that. I don't get it. And the death spiral of people like caring so much about the Democratic candidate. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand why Biden chose to run again, yada yada yada. But like that obviously didn't have any choice of the matter. I felt that Evelyn, nice, amazing, guys. We got a ton of vaccines today. 1179. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. I think for the first time in my life, the Democratic Party was actually like listening to the constituents and changed out the candidate, put in Kamala there. Kamala is a great candidate. I think Kamala is my second favorite primary candidate of my entire life. I was born in 86. So yeah, Kamala was amazing. Anyone that was mad about Kamala Harris running for president on the Democratic side, like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Genuinely, like, she's second only to Obama. Who else is going to be higher than Kamala Harris if you're a Democratic voter? John Kerry? You thinking John Kerry is going to be better than Kamala Harris? Are you out of your mind? I was more excited to vote for her than Biden. She's amazing. She was a great AG. She was a great vice president. Actually supported good stuff. Kerry was awful. Kerry was legitimately a very bad pick. Yeah, exactly, Bill. She was great. And they actually, the Democratic Party actually listened to the voters and actually switched her out. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Yeah, there was some underhanded stuff that Dream, I agree, like that they did against Kamala for a long time, but like, and yeah, you're right, Delaney. There's obviously like misogyny, absolutely. But man, she's just awesome. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Rage, yeah, and anger. And I don't know. Look, for me though, I also, because this has been our life, because it's been a decade, I've tried to process this as like, this is just a job now. Like, this is our life. Like, this is it. Like I did everything I could think of to try to convince people in my tiny little way to not vote for this person the first time or the second time or the third time, and I lost 2 out of 3, and and you know, we have to deal with the consequences. And so I think I get up, and some days I'm like, it's just the lunch pail, man. It's just like, we got to get up and talk about this shit, and right. And I think that's the only way to deal with it, and let the emotions. You know, I said last year when I was thinking about this, how was I going to deal with it emotionally? I was like, I'm only going to get mad and upset about the things that make me really mad and upset. And like, there's a lot of, we'll talk about it on the, there's a lot of crazy shit that happens that's bad. It's like objectively bad, but like doesn't really affect me emotionally. And I just do, that's healthy, I think. You know, you can't run at 11 all the time. And then when something happens that makes me really upset, I get on here in my little hole. I walk up to my little hole and I get upset with people.
Right. Yell at a scream.
And I scream.
Yes, how's it going?
Allow yourself to do it.
Yeah, people, and I think people want that because they're all screaming at their phones, so we might as well scream together.
Two things from that I find interesting. One is, so, you know, Tim, your frustration, you were coming at it from, the Trump voters were inside the House.
Yeah.
You know, you were coming at it from a more conservative perspective. I think for John and I, it always felt like an oppositional place. Our frustration probably went more towards, how can you not, to the Democrats, present a more coherent and thoughtful and affirmative case other than, I think this guy is fucking nuts. Yeah. Doesn't everybody see that? But having that happen, I don't want to throw this to the Mets, but like the Mets recently lost Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers. That's what it feels like to be a Democrat, to be a Mets fan. But you're coming at it. You were on the Dodgers.
Yeah. I don't do baseball metaphors, but I'm gonna go with you on that.
It's all I have.
Yeah, what the hell is that, dude? What is going on? I mean, dude, it'd be one thing if like Biden would legitimately wasn't the best legislative presidents of all time in our lifetimes. Like, it would be one thing. Like, the fact that the Democrats actually had such a success with Biden and still couldn't actually figure it out, that's what actually blackpills me about it. I'm like, we actually did improve material conditions substantially. We actually decreased childhood poverty. We actually did things like, you know, reserving national land for parks and stuff like that. Like, legitimately incredible stuff. Like, it blows my mind. I mean, climate change is my number one issue, and we did more in the Biden administration for climate change than anyone else combined. So it's just like, it's just wild to me, dude, that people are like this. I don't know. Yeah, dude, like, who gives a shit about the Biden cognitive problems? It's, again, dude, like, I don't get it. I legitimately, like, he's not out there solving the problems himself. Again, it's the Democrats buying into this whole cognitive thing is like buying into this whole authoritarian leader of the president. And that, I guess, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Then everyone support Gavin Newsom, and there shouldn't even be a primary. It's like, if that's what we're going to do, we're going to go on vibes and who's actually a leader, then it's Gavin Newsom, and we don't even have a primary. We just start right now. Like, just stop the like, just give all your money to Gavin Newsom as president and just like, let's just move on. But no, people are going to be like, no, like, come on, dude. Like, exactly, Bill. Exactly. As if he's out there like slinging, like there's like a matrix, like a decision matrix. He's like, oh, like sorting through the code. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, I like the idea that like the president doesn't actually decide every single minutia thing. You know, come on. Yeah, exactly, Kate.
Tim.
I'm gonna do holidays. It's a family feud. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's more personal. I'm pissed.
That's
you know, it's
interesting.
more personal, and you get more upset. I do that. Not that you go, you know what I mean, but like, there's just there's a different level of valence. There's like the narcissism of small differences is that phrase. Like, I get the
Yes.
most mad at the
Narcissism is
most
small.
normal Republicans, if that makes
Yes.
sense. Like,
Sure.
they are like,
Yes.
they know better. Like Marco and
Yes, dude, the 70% of Republicans that just go along with this stuff because it's just convenient for them. I can't stand them. That is such a good point. I love that phrase, narcissism of small differences. Exactly. That's good. That's so good.
you know, whoever, all the way down the line, the people that I knew personally.
Right.
And I do think that in your creates a different like body response maybe than being mad at somebody that you think has been stupid and wrong the whole time.
That's so interesting because, John, I don't know about you, but my feeling is rage against fecklessness. That idea, you know, Kamala Harris wrote a book, 107 days. I only had 107 days. I couldn't put together a coherent governance plan. And you're like, well, it's been a year now. Like, does anyone over there have ChatGPT? Can you fucking just throw that in there? Like,
Dude, no, again, these people, man. It was the wrong thing that she was trying to do. All the stuff that she put together, did anyone care about it? Who actually, like, one in the chat, if anyone actually ever read her, like, 100-page healthcare redux? Like, come on. Like, did any of you actually read any of the policy memorandums and ideas that she put out? Like, come on. Like, give me a break, dude. Yeah, one person. Exactly. It's like, and it's okay. This is what I'm talking about. This and Jon Stewart's falling into this whole thing. Like, oh, it's her fault because she didn't have the time in order to put the thing together and like all that stuff. You don't need that, man. You don't need other countries do a whole entire campaigns in less time. It's insane. Exactly, Paulie. It's just it's so stupid. I would never, ever, if I was going for anything political, I would never put out anything that's a policy report, any type of like idea, nothing like that. You're just opening yourself up for scrutiny. Like it's insane. Okay, let's let him finish, Ness.
Hey, what's a good affirmative liberal case for economic? Like, what's your frustration?
It is with that. Maybe not primarily because I do.
Exactly, Ducray. You know what you say when someone says, "What's your healthcare bill? What's your healthcare bill?" I'll sign whatever Congress passes to improve the lives of Americans and healthcare. Done. Like the laws don't originate with the president of the United States. They don't do that. They don't do that, guys. That's not how it works. And you're not like creating legislation through the president. I know it's wrong, Ducray. It's wrong. The modern presidency is different. Because this is how the modern presidency works. This is how politics is. You have to play the game how the game is played. You can't say, "Hey, I think that soccer would be a lot more fun if I could just pick up the ball sometimes." Like nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody cares. You don't get to play it like that. You play the game how the game is, and the game is that you don't touch the ball. So it doesn't matter what your new revolutionary things are. Ducray, I think that Biden is the last of the modern president, of the old presidencies. Like, we tried to go back to normalcy with Biden, and nobody liked it. Nobody liked going back to normal politics and what John Favreau was talking about earlier. Nobody wants to do that again. So everyone is bought in to this like new Trumpified world and how we run politics now. So you either do that and you either play that game or you lose. Yeah. You did Ducray, but you're not enough people that it matters. So that's just how the world is now. That's just how the world exists, and you either fight it or you live with it and you play the game. So I'm voting Newsom because he understands this. He understands what's going on. I think that he's gonna have success with it going forward.
Do you think like you have to, Republicans and Republican politicians have agency, and so do voters? Look, it's been 10 years of this. Mm-hmm. All of us are to blame. Like,
oh, you're in a dark hole, man. Yeah. You're in a dark hole.
But I know we all try to blame someone else, but it's like we all have a little stink on us here. Voters, sure. Media, Democrats, Republicans. But no, I find myself.
I mean, it's you in scientism, Ducray. I mean, this is the thing. It's like, you guys, it's either the Constitution as it is. Like, I'm down. Okay, so I am down. So if we go Nuremberg trial 2.0 and we legitimately like go and put these guys in jail and actually enforce the Constitution, and we enforce the same Constitution for everyone, and it's the 1790s Constitution for everyone, then I'm down for it. If that's what we're going to do, that's what we're going to do. What's more likely to happen, and what I fear, is that when the Democrats win the presidency in 28, what's going to happen is that they go back to normalcy, like a Joe Biden thing. They don't actually go after anyone that broke the law. And now we have the Democrats playing the 1790s Constitution, and the Republicans, whenever they come in, they get to play the new 2025 Constitution and what Roberts passed, and with that basically makes the president immune and a quasi-king. And that's just what's going to happen. So why would anyone vote for the Democratic Party if they are slow, molasses, stagnant, and versus the Republican Party, which is new, fast, reactive? You can't have two separate constitutions. You just can't.
very frustrated with the Democratic Party and Democratic politicians because I can't believe we haven't fucking figured this out yet.
Right.
And that we are still making the same mistakes that we made, I don't know, in 2016 on. It's just like we haven't learned many lessons.
John, to that point you're making, he came down the escalator in 2015, and I remember being gleeful. I thought, well,
Same.
oh my God, Yosemite Sam has just entered the race, a cartoon villain. I mean, who chooses the escalator, the least powerful mode of getting down? You might as well come down on a fire pole. And then he comes out and he's Mexicans or this and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, this is just going to be a funny circus that we're all going to enjoy ourselves. And 10 years later, did you guys watch any of the rally last night?
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the lunch pail part of the job we were talking about earlier. I did a strong 14 minutes, I think. Was
Really?
what I could take. Yeah, maybe 6.
Then do Craig welcome to my world. That's the thing. They like for example, a good question, a good thing. Gun control. Like the idea that Democrats have to care about the Second Amendment at all. They don't. This whole like gun control debate comes up and it's like, oh, the Second Amendment is like protects us against the First and all that kind of stuff. No, that's all done, guys. The President of the United States can literally decide that they don't want one of the amendments to be enforced, and then that's it. It's illegal. You just make the Second Amendment illegal. You say that all assault rifles are banned. And guess what? All of those things are now illegal. So now guess what you do? You just send the National Guard into all of these Republican cities, and you have them go and you say, you guys have illegal guns. You guys have illegal firearms, and we're going to take them from you. What's going to happen is that it's going to provoke them to attack you. And guess what? Now you have all the justification you need in order to put these people in, put them in jail, because they're actually T's now, right? They're actually T's. That is the world we live in now. That's what's actually happening. Like if I realize that's extreme, that's the example, but like for example, like any Democrat that doesn't like want to pack the Supreme Court, even though that has been happened, that's actually normal politics in the United States, is for that to happen. To change the Supreme Court makeup. If any Democrat doesn't support that, they're immediately invalidated. And immediately.
16.
I'll tell you what jumped out to me. It felt a little bit like when you see a big star from 20 years ago playing a state fair.
Yeah.
Like where they go out there and like everybody's just kind of sitting there like, just fucking do achy breaky heart and let's go.
Yeah. His heart really wasn't in any of the affordability message that he was supposed to,
right?
Which he told us, which is always, this is, you got to give him credit for that. He's like, oh, my chief of staff is making me do this, and they're telling me not to call it a hoax, but it's a hoax. And let me show you all these charts. And he started has all these charts up about inflation and the Biden administration. And
that was wild.
No one really cares about the charts. And he's like,
no.
He's like, let's do one more chart since they're playing so well. And it's like, he is funny. It's a funny joke, but his heart's not in what voters actually care about, or what most voters actually care about. His heart's in, going off
himself.
on Ilhan Omar and
he's
Somalia
on himself.
and immigration stuff.
Yeah.
But that's also, if you notice for the audience.
Yeah, it was.
Until he plays the hits.
Yeah. That's their watchtower right there. That's
right.
Somalia was the good stuff. I thought it was really gross, and the good stuff for him, like working with the audience. Like, he did like 5 minutes on Elon Omar last night, and to me, I thought it was the most telling because it was the crowd response was probably the most into that.
It's the crudest,
or maybe the fake 4 more years chant, and it's like he needs a foe. Like that is the thing that he's good at.
It's a
He was good at,
populace.
making Hillary into a foe. He's good at making Harris and Biden into foes. He's good at going after elites. He's good at going after immigrants. It's tough for him on the economy because he doesn't have a foe, right? Like he tested out Jerome Powell. Like whose fault it really is. It's this
Right.
guy Jerome Powell over at the Fed.
Fed chairman.
My favorite image of the year, the two of them in hard hats.
Yeah, that didn't really
That was
land.
wild. That was such a crazy scene. Yeah, Newsom is the only one that gets it. I totally agree. I agree. All right, guys. Well, I'll watch the rest of this tomorrow. I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to come on. Not right now, Rocky. Later, dude. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow too, so I just gotta get going. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. Thanks, Ness. Yeah, guys, I don't know what we're gonna have to do. I gotta have fun, and we're gonna have to. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, appreciate you. I'm gonna take off. I got a lot. Thank you, Ness. Yeah, I got a bad sore throat, and I just wanted to make sure that this thing's working. Is this thing still on? Oh yeah, guys, real quick. Go to actions.drgregshow.com. Action.drgregshow.com, guys. We are being asked. We are being asked by someone in Pennsylvania, a physician, that actually is asking us to do something, and we need it. We need this by we have 4 days, okay? We have 4 days that this thing is going to be voted on. So by the 16th, by Tuesday. So go to action.drgregshow.com, and we have these Senate key votes, okay? We need to contact these people. We need to go now and call these people now. So if you've never done it, go to action.drgregshow.com. And they specifically asked us to. They asked us, okay? Yes. Awesome. All right, guys. I got to go, though. All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye. See ya. All right, guys. All right. YouTube, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Peace.